Good evening, estate sailors. We have a brand new sale starting tomorrow in Dundee, Illinois from Brie's Estate Sales. Addresses are always posted on estatesales.net. As long as you can log into the internet, you can find where we're going to be each week. This is our front room where we do all of our checkout, cash wrap as we call it. Everybody pays for their items they've picked out in a house. Right here at the front cashier station, we always take cash and credit cards. This is the front room where we originally set up everything to be displayed. Only item in this room when we arrived was the piano. Everything else was brought in to get everything ready for the estate sale. So I just wanted to walk everybody around the front area here so you can take a look and get a sneak peek of what is going to be for sale tomorrow morning starting at 10 a.m. We've got right back here a set of a dozen Baccarat Province water glasses. Also a lot of smaller items in cases. You can come in and take a look, see if there's something that you have to have or have never even seen before. Always crystal at our estate sales. Antique compass set. We've got a lot of vintage costume and real jewelry. This case here is what we call the vault. It's where we put some of the most valuable items that we find in a customer's home. Let's see, we've got some vintage toys here from Germany. A lot of items that you just don't see out in general public or at the stores nowadays. That's probably the best part about estate sales. You never know what you're going to find each week. A bunch of sterling silver jewelry. Some really cool old jewelry boxes. Picture frames, watches, just about anything that you might have a need for. This is the actual address of where everything is going to be tomorrow. Got some more collectibles here at the front counter. And our checkout station where again you can always pay with a credit card if you don't have the cash on you. Some of the other items we put on the back wall are furs, leather coats, and higher end items that you don't normally want to just leave laying around the house. A couple great vintage first edition books there, Frankenstein and The Lost King of Oz. Got an antique Australian salt glazed jug, some vintage sheet music, 3 if not 4 different fur coats, some bronze plates. Here in our front cases this week, we've actually got a nice feature of a bunch of silver coins, Kennedy $50 and Ben Franklin $50. Those should go pretty quick. A lot of vintage musical programs. Some error currency. Some hard to find slipcase cassettes. A huge pipe collection with a lot of vintage Italian briars, meerschaum, just about everything everything in the book. Also this week we're featuring a nice Italian set. And out of Chicago, Iwan Rees pipes. And then a bunch more in the economy section here. At pretty much every one of our sales, we've always got our traveling case of sterling silver and costume jewelry. Looks like we've got quite the selection this week. Also here in the home, we found a vintage collection of felt animals. Now these guys, the smaller set has sold for, $900, close to $900 on eBay at one point. So we've got them at $20 each, and this set is even bigger. Again, another one of our sterling silver cases. A lot of incredible new pieces that have just arrived. Have not been at the sales yet, so worth it to come out and take a look. Got a couple other items here, some stamps, a Lane Tech placard, a lot of travel books, some Limoges Demitasse tea sets, and a nice feature this week is some Mercedes-Benz original advertising posters on foam backer board, so they're nice and sturdy. Keep walking you around here. Also in the front, we've got a ton of very nice LPs. Everything has been checked out, priced appropriately. Things that you just don't see very often. Always worth a look. And this is maybe 20 or 30 of the LPs in the house. There's another 200 to 300 down in the basement. We've also got a great collection this week of vintage, maybe not vintage, but at least the older style of the Lego sets. All in their original boxes. The owner of the house was very prolific in a watering vase collection. So this is 4 of those. A bunch more in another room. Again, more of the Mercedes-Benz advertising pieces. 1954, I believe, is our date in some of these. First time I've ever seen them, so definitely not a normal thing that you find. We've got a student Stradivarius, copy of a Stradivarius violin. The piano from the home. Quite a bit of sheet music, some other musical items. Another album you just don't see every day. Nice vintage parasol umbrella there. Stamp collection. Matchbox collection. Other LPs by Led Zeppelin, Joan Baez. Bunch of the Rolling Stones. Quite a few beaded purses and accessories. A nice set of Spalding boxing gloves. So this is our front room. We've got everything set up and ready to go for all of our great customers. It starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Our sales almost always run every week, Thursday through Sunday, 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. This room was totally empty when we got here, but as the study, it had quite a few shelves that needed filling. So when we have a house that doesn't have everything chocked to the brim, we can also bring in a lot of items that are for sale, consignments, etc. Got a great pair of vintage oars here. Bunch of art prints. Everything from woodblock to etching on silk. Quite the collection of silver-plated flatware. Some old vintage games. Coffee mug collection. Got some beer steins for the gentleman. And a collection of Waterford platters. Okay, so hope that piques everybody's interest, and we will see you right here tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. sharp. Remember, when you check in, this is where you cash out. Hope to see you here soon. Remember, Brie's Estate Sales on estatesales.net. Thank you.